Yes, but his two sons, two of his sons wouldn't have anything to do with it. You know, my father and
Because he didn't like
William, they didn't like it. I mean, William, the one who was in the Boer War.
Yes.
He went as a coachman to the local doctor when he left school.
Yeah.
He used to. They had a pony and trap and also a small coach, because being a country doctor, he used to do big rounds going round, and he used to drive him round all his
Nice job, actually.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Yes, but then he fell in love with the doctor's daughter or something, and she fell in love with him or something. This is according to Fred.
Yeah.
So the doctor decided he wasn't a suitable son-in-law.
Oh, right, okay.
Got rid of him. That's why he joined the army.
Oh, right.
Because he didn't want to go to the butcher's business. And he
Yeah. Was that was before the Boer War?
That was before he went in the army.
Yeah.
That was.
And what was it? Tell me about what he did in the Boer War.
Well,
I know, is it? Yeah. Is this like
I don't know any more.
Oh, right, yeah. But he didn't have much respect for Buller, did he?
Did not
have much respect for General Buller?
No, because they were always promising he was going to come to relieve Ladysmith, and he didn't arrive. He was so cautious. He was there months after he was supposed to get there. You know, he took ages to get there. No. He didn't like Winston Churchill.
Why didn't he like him?
Oh, because he broke his parole, Mafeking.
Oh.
I think some of the soldiers suffered from it. You know, the fact that he gave his parole and then broke his parole or did something or other in the Boer War.
And what happened as a result?
I don't know. He just got away with it, kind of, you know. But he couldn't stand Winston Churchill. He said he was just a man who took his opportunities.
Yeah, because the other one is saying he's quite left wing, although he's patriotic. He used to do what he used to do later on, and he used to read the Daily Worker and. He
used to tell me that I used to read the News Chronicle in those days. My father took the Daily Herald as well, so he...
Sort of Labour?
Yes. Well, and he took the local paper later on. The one... The Nottingham... Not the Guardian, the Nottingham Journal, which was the Liberal one.
And did he used to go...
William used to say they were too right-wing.
And did he used to stand on soapboxes and say things? What was that about?
Oh, I think it was for workers' rights and things like that.
Yeah. And where did he do that?
That was in Alfreton.
Well, you used to just stand on street corners or... No,
in the square, in the market. They were some bit of characters, weren't they?
They were, weren't they? And what was it?
Because my father, I'm not sure, he never said what he was, but he was very pro-unions. He's kind of the money he liked it in politics in those days was only Spevin, because of all the work he did with the Transport and Workers Union.
Yeah.
And I remember when he retired in 1944. At that time, you know, he worked with a driver all through the war, and this driver, I think his sight went very bad with driving in the blackout, and he knocked somebody over and killed him, and they suspended him, and he hung himself.
Oh no!
So just when he was retiring, my father. They had a big parade, you know. They stopped all the buses in the market square. He had to walk at the front, you know, because he'd been his conductor for many years.
Yeah. That's sad.
What?
That's sad, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I remember him doing that. He never said much about politics or what he liked, except that he always had to support the union, and particularly Ernest Bevin.
Well, Ernest Bevin went to school near us, near where I live.
Yes,
Yeah,
well, he did a very good job for the unions
he did, yeah.
before the war. He started he joined all the little unions to become the Transport and Workers' Union,
Yeah.
and ran it for a long time before they made him a cabinet minister,
Mm.
Minister of Labour during the war. He was a group firm secretary. Surprisingly enough, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas my grandfather Budd, he was a great supporter of Gladstone.
Oh, well, another
He
Liberal,
was a
yes.
Liberal,
Yeah,
yeah.
Liberal, yeah.
He thought there was nobody like Gladstone.
Boy, he was pretty one. He was great.
What's that?
Gladstone, yeah, he's a great statesman.
Yeah, he thought there was nobody like Gladstone. Country had gone to ruin since Gladstone.
Mm. What about Walter Williamson, the butcher? Was he a Conservative?
I don't know. To be honest. Probably, yes, I
Mm.
think so.
And what were your mother's politics?
So, well, she varied, I think. She voted Liberal at one time, but she voted for Mr. Attlee because she went and heard him speak, and she quite liked Mr. Attlee. Just before the war. So when they had the 45 election, and she got my father to vote for him at that time. But,
Really? Oh, God, yeah.
Mhm. So, but you see, they sold the butcher's business. My grandfather did, because the two fitter sons he got didn't want anything to do with it, and the other one he put him in the shop in charge of it, but he was always getting drunk.
Oh, what was his name?
That was Walter Junior.
Right, Walter Junior.
He was lame.
Mm.
He'd been dropped when he was a baby, and nobody bothered to repair those things in those days.
No.
And so he sold the shop to the co-op, you know, on condition they made his son the manager, and of course they discharged him for being a drunkard after 6 months. So he worked sometimes as a butcher for a time, and then he moved up to Langley Mill with his brother and married the local midwife.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He used to quote a lot of poetry and do things like that.
And you were saying that during the war you did lots of farm work, in your school holidays.
I did, yes. Well, I put it down in that little paper I wrote, but yes, we used to go doing farm
Yeah.
work.
Were you ever frightened during the war? Did you think you'd ever get bombed, or were you sort of like
No.
just
No, they didn't bomb that much around our way.
no?
They dropped a few bombs, and Eileen was in the ARP at that time,
Mm.
so she had to go out where there were some bomb buildings and try and get the people out, and she was bringing out the bodies, I think.
Mm.
But she's quite tough like that, Eileen is.
Yes.
That kind of thing never worried her, I think.
No. No, she sort of lacks sentimentality in that way, doesn't she?
She does.
Mm.
She never... You're not recording that, are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, God.
Yes, I am. So how did you meet my mum?
It was when I came down here
Yeah.
to Ventnor. I walked down the town with a suitcase. The Calpines had found a place for me. You know, they just rang up somewhere.
Yeah.
I didn't like the look of the woman or anything, so I walked down the high street, and suddenly Bill came running out up the street. And she was trotting up the hill with you in a pram, in a pushchair, pram. And she'd seen somebody with a suitcase, and she said, "Bill up to to capture him before he went somewhere else."
So what did you say? What did you think? What did you think about Bill coming up to you?
Oh, well, it was quite a nice house to live in, and to be in nice and central and everything.
Yeah.
And she seemed a pleasant woman.
Yeah. And I was a nice baby.
And you were a nice baby who had to be fed every night.
And was that interesting?
I used to come back from the pub to have me cocoa and sit and watch you being fed.
Oh dear.
And I was a bit